Olivia took a deep breath, filling her lungs with the fresh, tropical air and allowing herself a moment of peace. She knew that Thanksgiving was just around the corner, and like the year before, it would be simple, maybe even a little lonely. But she was determined to make it special for her daughter, Emily, who was just old enough to understand the magnetism of the holiday, even if they lived far from the autumn leaves and crisp air that marked the season elsewhere. As she gazed out over the flowering landscape, she silently hoped that somehow this Thanksgiving would be different. That there would be something, a small miracle, perhaps, that could bring them a bit of the joy and warmth she longed to give Emily. She wrapped her arms around herself, imagining the feel of a cozy sweater, though in reality, the air was too warm for anything beyond her light cotton dress. The next morning, Olivia was greeted by Emily's laughter as she skipped into the room, holding up a drawing. "Look, Mommy, I drew a turkey," Emily said, her face bright with delight. Despite their simple life, Emily was full of excitement for the holiday, eagerly drawing and planning, dreaming of the delicious meal and family warmth she had seen in storybooks. Seeing her daughter's joy warmed Olivia's heart. Emily's innocent enthusiasm was a gift in itself, and Olivia felt a renewed sense of determination. She knelt down, looking her daughter in the eyes. "That's a beautiful turkey, sweetheart," she said, placing a gentle kiss on her forehead. "We're going to make this Thanksgiving special, just you and me." One evening, while watching the palm fronds sway, Olivia silently hoped that somehow she would be able to make Thanksgiving special for her daughter. But deep down inside, she feared it would be just a quiet dinner with whatever little food they had. The weight of the year's struggles pressed down on Olivia, making her heart feel heavy. Outside, the sky faded into dusk, casting soft shadows that danced with the orchids. Olivia took a deep breath. The air smelled of fresh, ripened mangoes. She managed a faint smile, determined to find a way to bring a spark of joy to their holiday, no matter how small. The day unfolded slowly, each hour filled with small routines and the quiet hum of the tropical island life. Olivia cleaned up their modest home, arranging what little they had to prepare for Thanksgiving. While their table would be simple, she wanted it to feel warm and welcoming for Emily. As she dusted off the single wooden shelf that held Emily's collection of seashells, Olivia's thoughts drifted. She remembered Thanksgiving dinners from her own childhood, the smell of roasted turkey filling the house, the laughter of family gathered around, and the chilly November air. But here, in their little cottage on the beach, there would be no turkey, no bustling kitchen, and no family to fill the silence. Olivia paused, a wistful smile tugging at her lips as she brushed a stray lock of hair from her face. Even if they didn't have much, she still wanted to bring that warmth and joy to Emily. Maybe they could gather coconuts from the nearby grove or make a simple dish from the plantains growing outside their door. She reminded herself that it was about gratitude, not grandeur. Later that afternoon, Emily ran up to her mother, cheeks flushed with excitement. "Mommy, I found more shells for the table." In her tiny hands, she held a handful of shells in soft shades of pink and cream. They were smooth and polished from the sea, each one a treasure in Emily's eyes. "That's wonderful, sweetheart," Olivia replied, her heart swelling with love as she knelt to examine the beautiful shells. Emily had an infectious joy, one that reminded her of all the beauty around them, no matter how little they had. "These will make our table look very special." As evening approached, Olivia sat by the window once more, watching the sky turn a gentle orange. She looked down at Emily, asleep on the couch, her little hand still clutching a seashell. Olivia whispered to herself, "This Thanksgiving might not have all the trimmings, but it will have love." The day before Thanksgiving arrived, casting a gentle light over their little home. Olivia was bustling about, making small preparations, such as cleaning, arranging Emily's seashells in the center of the table, and finding their only candle to add a cozy glow for their Thanksgiving dinner. It would be a simple meal, just as she had imagined, but Olivia's heart was full of quiet hope, knowing Emily would feel the love in every detail. Just as she finished setting the table, there was an unexpected knock on the door. Olivia's heart skipped a beat, a bit of worry mixed with curiosity. She hadn't been expecting anyone, and visits were rare out on the quiet edge of the island. She opened the door to find Miss Linda, a warm friend from church, standing there with a broad smile and a large, woven basket in her hands. The late afternoon sunlight illuminated Miss Linda's face, her eyes filled with a kindness that made Olivia's chest tighten. "Hi, Olivia," Miss Linda said, her voice bright with sincerity. "I know things have been a little tough for you and sweet Emily, and I just could not stop thinking about the two of you. I brought over a few things to make your Thanksgiving a little brighter." Miss Linda held out the basket, and Olivia's eyes widened as she took it, almost speechless with gratitude. She set it down on the table, slowly lifting back the cloth that covered the contents, revealing an array of delicious Thanksgiving essentials. There were turkey dressing and giblet gravy, a small pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, a bundle of fresh vegetables, and a few other treats carefully arranged alongside a small bouquet of flowers in shades of orange and gold. Olivia's throat tightened, her eyes glistening as she looked back at Miss Linda.
Wow.
"Miss Linda, I don't know what to say. This is far beyond anything I could have ever dreamed for us." Miss Linda gave her a reassuring squeeze on the shoulder. "You do not have to say anything, Olivia. It is written all over your beautiful face. You and Emily are family to Joseph and I. We just wanted you to know that you are not alone. We are all here to love and care for one another." With Miss Linda's generous gifts, Olivia set about preparing a Thanksgiving meal that felt more special than any she could have only imagined. She worked in the kitchen, arranging the fresh ingredients and preparing simple dishes, her heart lighter than it had been in weeks. As the sun dipped lower, casting a warm, orange glow over their little home, Emily joined her mother in the kitchen, helping to stir and taste with a wide smile. "Mommy, are we really going to have all of this for Thanksgiving?" Emily asked, her eyes wide with wonder. Olivia chuckled softly, ruffling her daughter's hair. "Yes, sweetheart. Thanks to Miss Linda, we're going to have a delightful feast. And it is all because we have people like Miss Linda who care about us." Emily grinned, her excitement bubbling over. "I cannot wait. It is going to be the best Thanksgiving ever. I can feel it." Olivia felt her heart swell with gratitude, not just for the meal but for the love that surrounded them, even in the simplest of gestures. As she placed the food on the table, with tears of joy streaming down her face, she thanked God for the kindness that had come into their lives, turning what could have been a modest meal into a true celebration of gratitude and love. The evening had arrived, and a warm, soft glow filled Olivia and Emily's little home. The table was set, adorned with the best dishes they had, and sprinkled with Emily's pastel-colored seashells and the beautiful autumn bouquet Miss Linda had brought. The once humble meal was transformed into a beautiful feast, full of love and care. Emily gazed at the spread with awe, barely able to contain her excitement. She looked up at her mother, her eyes shining. "Mommy, it is just like the Thanksgiving dinners you told me about," she uttered, her voice filled with wonder. Olivia's heart overflowed with joy. She could see the happiness beaming from her daughter, and she knew that this moment was everything she had hoped for. Taking a deep breath, Olivia reached for Emily's hand. "Before we start, sweetheart, there is a little tradition I want us to do. It is called giving thanks. We each say something that we are thankful for." Emily nodded eagerly, squeezing her mother's hand. "Okay, I will go first." Emily closed her eyes, her face scrunched up in concentration, and then looked up with a bright smile. "I am thankful for my mommy, for Miss Linda and Mr. Joseph, and for this amazing dinner. And I am thankful for my beautiful drawing of a Thanksgiving turkey." Olivia chuckled, feeling a warmth fill her heart. She gently brushed a stray hair from Emily's face and spoke, her voice soft with emotion. "And I am thankful for you, my darling Emily, for your laughter, your imagination, the light and the joy that you bring into my life every day." Emily giggled and leaned in to give her mom a tight hug. "I love you, Mommy." They sat down and began their meal, savoring each bite, sharing stories and laughing. Though their lives had been marked by challenges, tonight their table felt full. Not just with food, but with faith, love, hope, and the kindness of those who had shown up when they needed it most. Outside, the tropical evening was calm, with a gentle sea breeze rustling through the palm trees and the faint scent of fresh, ripened mangoes and flowers drifting in through the opened window. Olivia looked out at the starlit sky, feeling a sense of peace she had not felt in a long time. After dinner, as the dishes were put away and the house settled into a quiet calm, Olivia sat by the window, holding a warm cup of guava green tea. Emily had fallen asleep on the couch, her small hand clutching her drawing of the turkey, a peaceful smile on her face. Olivia watched her daughter, feeling a swell of gratitude that went beyond words. She thought of all the little miracles that had led to this beautiful moment, the kindness of friends, the love of her daughter, and the strength to carry on that she had found within herself. As she looked up at the night sky, Olivia whispered a quiet thank you to God, feeling connected to something greater, as if she were part of a beautiful, unbreakable universe of love and resilience. In this simple but profound moment, Olivia realized that Thanksgiving was not about the abundance of food or grand gestures. It was about the people who filled our lives with meaning, the small acts of kindness, and the moments of connection that brought warmth to their hearts. And so, under the serene, tropical night sky, Olivia and Emily had found something far richer than any feast. They had found gratitude, love, and a quiet but powerful strength to carry them through.